if we do not see the entire spectrum of things, people are going to be left behind. And I think none should be left behind, right? So sometimes I remember paying for a course, so much you can't learn it. But the point again is that now I do it more easily. But my early day as an entrepreneur, I was a little bit more Elonish, like in the way that, like it was not like it has to work, but there was a bit of immaturity in the way that I went about it. Now I'm a lot more mellow and a little more like, and sometimes the little boy that I am tries to catch up with me, right? Where I try to rationalize how come, but I know I have more peace.
How many years? How many years have you been doing entrepreneurship?
7 years.
7 years.
7 years, yeah.
And what is the biggest mistake you say that you've made in that 7 years?
I think that there was a time we downsized in the company by 50%, and I think that process was botched. It wasn't.
It hurt a lot of people.
No, it wasn't thought through at all. And then we were legit because we had lost revenue, and then the bills were piling. So the option was we were very reactive. But looking at it now, I would do it very differently.
What would you have done different?
It wouldn't be as swift. It wouldn't be instant. I would probably try and do sort of like an orientation and bring people up to speed as to where the company is and why we need to make some tough decision. I would give some people the option of being on contract and coming when there is a job or when we can call. I would have some people who will be willing to take up pay cuts and want to stay. If that option is open to them, that will be happy to just walk through the journey while we heal. I would also be very excited to tell people if you're also open to resigning so that you can help for a season. Like there will be a lot of all those other options, right? But
more humanity.
It was a one size fits all, and truth be told, it wasn't something that I did all by myself. There were consultants, but everybody was coming from the same brutal corporate world of it's not working, cut it off, right? And so I think that was one of my biggest mistakes, and it brought something out from me, because when I started to interact with some of the people and what they thought about the company and how they felt like, I came here because of you. I listened to something you said. I came for the dream. It broke me because I didn't know how sincere they were. I didn't know how deep some people felt about it. So I realized the gift of good people must never be taken for granted.
How do you cultivate goodness in people today in your companies?
By seeing good in them, even when they don't see it in themselves.
And how do you articulate that? How do you make them see your heart in articulating that?
Don't say it, show it. Don't say it. It's not said, it's done. In moments by moments, there'll be opportunities for you to show goodness. Take it. It might be sometimes someone it's not your business, but somebody just tells you, my mom is in the hospital and it's a tough one. I have to leave my and I know that this person that is going to home doesn't really have a lot. And for most of them, their parents are not on HMO. Even the HMO doesn't cover for parents, it covers for children and spouses, right? It won't be out of place for the companies. Okay, let's support you with something now. Can we support with this? It's very strange, but I do know that for some people, that might go a long way to show humanity, right, and goodness. So I think we should look for opportunities to let people know that we see them more, we appreciate them for all that they do, and therefore we will come through for them when we need to. There was even a time somebody collapsed in the hospital. That was at the time an intern collapsed in the office. And there was no HMO for interns, right? And we had to go to the hospital. We had to pay, right? We didn't tell them before the parents will come. We had paid. And I remember the following week, the mother came to look for us in the office and said she really wanted to thank us because something similar had happened in a very big company where they hadn't sent home, right? But my point, and then we're a much smaller company with not a fraction of the revenue. So goodness is to see good in people is to invite good from them. And that which we can't see, they can't become. And I think it's affirming that over and over again. Even the worst of humans have a good side that just wasn't amplified. And perhaps it's because we do not see them for the good that they are. Let me give you one side story. Very interesting. I pastor, but this is just a bit of it. There was this good Samaritan, right? That saw a man left on the road. Guess what? The priest passed, the Levite passed, every other person passed, but this man that wasn't even a Jew, the Samaritan. And guess what he did? He looked at the man. The first guy thought, this guy is half dead. He's going to be dead by evening. Oh, sorry, I'm too busy. The next one thought, oh, I hope he makes it through evening. And he gone. This other guy said, wow, he blinked. I think there's a sign of life. Maybe he would make it. let's take him in. So we must look at people not through the dead parts, but through the sign of life, right? That sign of life should inspire us to know that for once there is breath and signal of life, there is hope. That's the morale in the story. And I think for the worst of the people, when they are placed in an environment that nourishes that good in them, the good will thrive. And that's part of why whatever things are good, whatever things of good report, whatever things are praiseworthy, if there be any virtue, if there be any peace, think about it. So I have come to life seeing the best of people. If someone is going to cut me off in traffic, I don't go, oh, there. You understand? No. The first thing that crossed my mind, where is he rushing to? Maybe there's an emergency. I hope he's fine. A little prayer won't hurt. And I think just see the world for what it is. Truly, that guy might just be a badly behaved guy cutting you in traffic.